Coming up on the Tuesday show.
Aardvark, Doris from Hot Fuzz. What's her name?
I'm not entirely sure where we're up to there. Margaret Thatcher with thingamajig.
5 to 10 seconds, with a bit of music and this is the show you're watching kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I was born in the 70s. I still don't know what's going on.
Welcome to the Tuesday show with CJ and Ted.
Previously on the Tuesday show. What's your favourite word?
I can't say it on YouTube. Tremendous is one of my favourites. I love the word tremendous.
Yep.
Could be quite sincere, but it could also be incredibly
very
sarcastic.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
One of my favourites, canoodle.
Canoodle. Kit and caboodle.
Kit and caboodle.
I was thinking the other day, I was thinking about Blackadder.
Yeah.
The TV show Blackadder.
Mm-hmm.
In Blackadder the Third, when they get hold of the dictionary and accidentally burn it, and then they're trying to rewrite it, and like the first word they put in is aardvark, and then when they find out that he's actually got a copy of the dictionary and they have a look at it and they go, aardvark's not even bloody in there. Brilliant.
Yeah.
What were the words that he was throwing out that made him write like pericombobullarity? I don't even know what that means.
Dr. Johnson. Who was it? Who's that chap? The Scottish guy that played.
Crap.
Robbie Coltrane.
That's it. Robbie Coltrane. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, he played the doctor guy who wrote the dictionary.
Yeah.
Bloody aardvark. There is no bloody aardvark. I need to watch Blackadder again. It's such a good show.
Yeah, they don't make stuff as good as that anymore, do they? Really?
No. Well, the thing is, and I kind of had a bit of an epiphany the other day about modern television. In that they don't make them like they used to, because we live in a binge-worthy society, or a binge culture society now. Like, I watched. So the latest season of Afterlife came out recently on Netflix. I really enjoy that show. It's a really good show. Mm-hmm. And I was watching it and just kind of went, this is a binge-worthy show, or what people would say a binge-worthy show. It's, they're short episodes. There's no lengthy title sequence. And I think that on its own is an indicator of how the show is meant to be consumed.
Yeah.
Is how long the intro is. Like, you watch a lot of modern shows now, and they'll either have, it will literally be like 5 to 10 seconds, with a bit of music and this is the show you're watching kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or it won't even be that at all. It will literally just pop up in a corner. It will just say the show name and then disappear again, and that's it. And that kind of gives you an indicator that the way to consume that is just to binge watch it.
Yeah. Whereas
you watch other shows that still have a lengthy title sequence, they're not really meant to be binged like that, I don't think. The one that comes to mind is Dad's Army comes to mind, and Friends, and some really old shows where, even like with Dad's Army, when you watched it week to week, it was fine because you had that, was it about a minute long title sequence? Who do you think? Whatever.
Yeah.
When you watch that over and over again, trying to binge it, it becomes very tedious, and the jokes become very tedious as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of repeat jokes in that show. Mm-hmm. And I found the same with Friends as well. The title sequence for Friends, I found myself hating that song, I'll Be There For You, after the first season of watching it.
Yeah. Because
I tried to binge it, and it's not a binge-worthy show. And again, the jokes are repeated very often. Whereas you look at a lot of modern shows now that are binge-worthy, if you like. They're not like that at all.
Yeah.
But I think that might also be a reason why modern series that are produced in such a way that they can just be thrown onto a streaming service and binged are a lot shorter. Like Afterlife is only 6 episodes long in this season. A lot of the other comedy shows that I watch, you've only got maybe 10 to 13 episodes in the season, whereas in days gone by, those seasons would be for American shows, they'd be, 24 episodes long. That's how long the season would run.
Yeah, which is crazy. I don't know how they even manage that. I mean, if you take something that's 6 episodes long and it's but it's only probably about 20 odd minutes or something per episode. It's less than 3 hours worth of, and we could take it could take 6 months, a year to produce that.
Yeah,
I don't know how they possibly do the shows when you've got 20 episodes to a series.
Again, I guess the culture's changed and what people expect out of TV shows has changed. They're not just done on a shoestring budget anymore. You look at a lot of the shows that are still 24 episodes long that are made today, that are hour long or 45 minutes to an hour long.
Yeah.
They have the same, if not bigger, budgets than movies, just to make them worthy of being on TV. The short, the 20-minute, 10-episode season shows, they're not that cheap. They've still got a substantial budget to them, but in days gone by, they literally, the budgets would be tiny to make shows like that. So they didn't have to do a lot of work to them. You kind of watch them. It's very, a lot of them are very situational. There's not, there isn't, like visual effects. There isn't a lot of sound, going on in the background, or like music-wise going on in the background.
Yeah,
they're very vanilla, because they're done, like you say, in that way. So you could still produce them in the same amount of time. There's just less work to be done. Well, like I say, nowadays, I think the expectation is that people want a lot more out of their TV shows. TV shows are now just like extended movies, split up into smaller chunks, and the budgets for them are quite big. I mean, you just have to look at a lot of the Marvel or anything that Disney does as a TV show now. Whether it's Marvel or Star Wars or whatever, they have. I imagine the budgets for those are massive because they are visual effects heavy, they are audio heavy, and acting. And it's this whole. There's a big camera angle thing going on. You look at shows from like 20, 30 years ago. They'd have a camera angle on someone for like a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Now, the camera angle's changing every few seconds. And you think, how many times do they have to record that one or film that one scene over and over again to get those different angles?
Well, I suppose the technology's there to help you do that.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's it. Technology has advanced substantially as well to make it easier.
Relatively speaking, cost effectively as well. I mean, bearing in mind, if you've got a streaming service like Netflix, they are dragging people onto the platform with high budget stuff, but then people are staying for the movies that they've just paid for. So you sit there, end up binge watching something you watched 20 years ago on BBC. But what dragged you there was the fact that there was a new show. That's
exactly what happened for me.
That has a big budget, yeah.
Yeah, I signed up to Netflix because of Star Trek Discovery. When Star Trek Discovery was released, 2018, I want to say.
Right.
Maybe 2017.
Yeah.
The first season, it went to Netflix in the UK. That was my reason for signing up to Netflix, was so I could watch that show.
I signed up.
And then I just stayed.
I signed up for the Crown. Yeah.
Good show.
Yeah.
Are you up to date with The Crown?
Yeah.
You finished it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm up to date, I think.
Yeah. Four seasons, or series, if you like.
Yeah. I don't know when the next. Is it 4? I'm not entirely sure where we're up to now.
Yeah, 2 with Claire Foy and 2 with Doris from Hot Fuzz. What's her name?
2. Maybe I'm behind then. Where are we up to?
I'm sure we had 2 with.
We had 2 with her. I
have to check
I
now.
feel sure that we've watched. I watched. What did you have? The last series I watched, we had Margaret Thatcher, we had Aberfan, we had the introduction of Thingamajig.
Let me just find the last season. Because there are 4 seasons.
Oh.
Season 4 was released November 15th, 2020. So, you had the 2 seasons with Claire Foy and Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Season 3 was based around the 1966 Aberfan disaster.
That's interesting. So,
and the Apollo 11 spaceflight, lunar landing in '69.
Yeah.
Then season 4 was Margaret Thatcher.
Really? Okay.
And the Falklands, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fine then. I'm up to date.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just waiting for the next one now.
If there is going to be a next one,
if there is, yeah.
Also, I don't know if there is. Don't know. Because I guess the next big thing for them would be probably Diana's death, which has been done to death, really. Well, there's a movie about it, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah.
So if they want to go that far or that recent, I don't know.
I don't know. I think some people would appreciate that. I mean,
Or did they do that already? I can't remember. Hang on.
No, they can't have done that yet.
There's something in the back of my mind that says that they have. I'm just trying to read up on it really quickly.
I think because it's been done by everybody, it's easy to assume that it's been done. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they haven't done that bit yet. But I suspect give it some time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's going to be a bit samey. They're going to have a different angle to it, surely.
Well, this is the thing, and it was one of the criticisms about the show was it's been dramatised a lot. It's not particularly accurate or true to life, which was something that I think the royal family themselves even said. They were like, it's not particularly, okay, yes, it's for the most part factual.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of dramatisation in there.
Yeah. But also, you've got to write dialogue. It's not a direct quote. It's dialogue for a dramatisation.
Exactly, it's a drama show. That it's everything's taken with a pinch of salt. There's a bit of poetic license and all of it. I suspect if there is another series, I reckon it'll probably be around Diana and her passing. Kind of takes you to around that because that was 80s. Charles and Diana getting married and that. I reckon it'll be around that and the whole thing around that situation.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. There has been so much done. It just doesn't seem like it's going to be as big a draw, really.
No, well, I don't know. I don't know what has been done. I know, like I say, I know there was a movie about, or it was part of a movie about the royal family. Was it the Queen? Was it?
Yeah,
with
Thingamajig, Helen Mirren.
What's it? That's it, Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
Which I haven't actually seen yet, and I've always wanted to watch it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I've just never got around to watching it. So but I'm aware of that. I don't know. I'm not aware of anything else that's been done drama-wise for it.
But yeah, The Crown. I definitely enjoyed the first couple of series because it was dramatisation, but also historical, which is is interesting.
Gives you kind of an insight into. I guess for someone like me, who I am in my mid-30s, I wasn't around when, for the coronation or the early days of the reign. So it's kind of a nice insight into what the Queen and Phil got up to. During those early days, and again, all the way up through the 80s as well, because I was only a kid. I was born in the 80s, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a nice insight into the royal family from that perspective. And again, I feel like I've got the wherewithal to understand and accept that it is dramatisation. It's not a true-to-life documentary.
Absolutely. Well, I was born in the 70s. I still don't know what's going on.
Oh, there you go. He probably didn't care when throughout the 80s and early 90s. Probably just didn't give a shit.
Still don't. Yeah. well, we'll see what comes of that.
Can we take a break for a few minutes?
We can indeed.
Get a fresh drink and relieve myself and what have you.
And then have a piss.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So give me 4 minutes. Cool. Right, I shall be right back.
Okie dokie.
That was The Tuesday Show.
And as always, you can find us on Twitter at Tuesday_podcast, on Instagram and Facebook at The Tuesday Show Podcast. And you can email us cjandted at thetuesdayshow.co.uk. But that's it. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.